That is the most I can expect from you, for you will land wherever the wind blows. Ona gente. No! Her breath caught. Why use a forever goodbye? She tightened her grip on her father's arm. Only until we meet again. Shrugging out of her grasp, he stalked past her, leaving behind his familiar scent of bear grease and strength. She watched him go, tears blurring her sight. While she hated yielding to the will of any man, for him she would almost bend. Proud head lifted high, Black Fox running called to a group of warriors, her brother amongst them, clustered in front of the pen with their horses. Without a word they mounted. She turned from the sight, unwilling to watch them ride off, and focused on the task at hand. Better that than second-guess her decision. She shoved open the brigadier general's door, and the peppery scent of sage greeted her. Across the small chamber, a few leftover leaves were scattered on the floor in front of the hearth. She bit her lip, fighting a sneeze. Did the man really think he duped anyone with this ruse? Even if she couldn't detect the smell of whiskey on his breath, his red nose betrayed his daily indulgence. He rose from his seat at her entrance. She strode past a silent private on watch near the door and joined Captain Prynne, who stood in front of the commanding officer's desk. Matthew raised his eyebrow at her, his silent way of inquiring after her conversation with Black Fox running. But she ignored him and greeted the general instead. "Pardon my appearance, sir. Captain Prynne and I only recently returned, and I had no time to make myself presentable." "No pardon needed. It is I who am keeping you from the comfort of a hot meal and a good rest. God knows you deserve it." The general swept out his hand. "Please sit, the both of you." General Bragg fairly crashed into his seat, knocking loose a long blonde hair that had been ornamenting the red wool of his sleeve. Apparently the man had visited the supply shed with Molly the laundress, as well as imbibing until he wobbled. He coughed into one hand, clearing his throat with an excessive amount of rattling. "Now then, Captain Prynne has filled me in on the intelligence the two of you gained. It is my understanding you had quite the adventure keeping hidden from a Wyandotte war party. Between Prynne's tactical strategies and your keen eye, I dare say we will win this war." She shifted in her seat. Praise always prickled, for it usually meant she'd be asked for more than she was willing to give. The general folded his hands on the desktop. No calluses thickened his skin, no ink stained his fingers. What did the man do all day besides chase skirts and drink? "Normally I'd give you both some leave, but these are not normal days. There's been a recent development in your absence." Reaching for a stack of papers, the general lifted the topmost parchment. Next to her, Matthew stretched out one long leg and leaned forward. "What would that be, General?" "The frogs are running scared, and that is good. Many are scuttling back over the border. A sortie of our men captured a group of them short-handed, travelling with a load of French gold. We've got hold of one of them now, or I should say one of ours." He squinted at the parchment, then held it out to Matthew. "You recognize this name?" Matthew's eyes scanned the paper before he handed it back. "No, sir. It means nothing to me." "Congratulations on your fine catch, but what has any of this to do with us? Miss Lytton and I have done more than our fair share of duty." Emphasizing the last word, he flashed her a look from the corner of his eye. She flattened her lips to keep from smiling. The rascal, using her own sentiment of duty. "I needn't tell you our position here is tenuous, especially now with Black Fox running, pulling his aid. Fickle natives." Shoving back his chair, the general stood and planted his palms on the desk. "That gold's got to be moved into secure British lands. I want you and Miss Lytton to be a part of that team. You will leave first thing come morning." Matthew shook his head. "Why us? You have stronger, younger, more bloodthirsty men in the garrison. Why send a worn-out soldier like me and a young lady who spots trouble a mile away but can't fire a gun to save her life?" "It is precisely for those reasons I choose you." Mercy rubbed her eyes. Something wasn't right here.